Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247, in the Age of Judges, Vartan was summoned home after the death of his father. Upon his return, Vartan discovered something evil festering beneath the city of Eterno. With the help of some very unlikely allies, Vartan works to uncover the mysteries of his hometown and put an end to the nightmares that plague his people. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. Hey, that's me, Vartan. Well, no turning back now. I wonder if this has something to do with fighting the Avatar Greyhawk. Either way, best to stay prepared for anything. Better take a bite of this real quick. Don't know when I'll get another chance.
Day 4. You all were about to fire up the gemstone to go to the portal room. So you fire up the gemstone, it creates the portal for you. Within 60 seconds, you and your 11 followers all jump through the portal and into the portal cave. Not the rave cave, but the actual portal cave. Once you were all in there, some of the doves light a few torches to get some additional light, and Tormin makes his way over to the runes on the floor and says to Moragan, "If you wouldn't mind, I need my magic items now, please."
Just a minute, Tormin. I forget which one of us was carrying them.
I think it was you.
Was it me? Did I have them?
It was you,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. See? I don't write things down anymore. I got used to Nico's notes. Here you are, Tormin. Here's your items.
Thank you. Robin Tormin takes the 5 large gems and places them in a pattern, touching 5 points of the portal's runes that are on the floor, in specific angles with the gems. He then sets the dragon's heart in the center of the gems, and the portal runes light up immediately, draining the magic from the items. Tormin then pulls a roll of thin wires and a hooked tool from his pack, and he begins connecting each wire to the nails on the dragon's heart and to one of the corresponding 5 gems. Cody and Magno take up their places to be ready to guard the magic items while you 3 while the rest of the party moves closer to the portal wall, and a large circular portal spawns into existence. And you see the dark purple magic wall that you would need to walk through to enter into the demonic side, or where you assume might be the demonic side.
Tormin, how did you know exactly where to put these? Is this one of the things that was told to you by the voice in your head?
We have arcane texts that tell us about rituals to open longer-lasting portals. But yes, it was confirmed by the voice of Greyhawk that speaks to me.
Okay. Good to know, I guess. Alright, do you want to go ahead? Tormin, you want to go first?
I'll go first. Is that okay with you, doves?
I'll walk through with you, Robin. Doves, take up positions behind and keep your eyes open.
All right, so the 2 of you step forward, and there's this giant swirling wall of purple mist that circulates and twists and writhes. And Robin Tormin hesitates only briefly before taking a step into the portal at the same time that you do. The rest of the doves follow shortly behind, and I assume Vartan and Baya as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I got my warhammer in my hand. And, like, all right. Guess we better head in.
Yeah, and Baya just taps her quarterstaff of warning, making sure it's still working.
As you enter the portal, your quarterstaff remains silent. You find yourself in a hallway of sorts. To the left and to the right, there are doors that lead into small rooms. And as you view farther down the hallway, you can see that some of these doors are slightly ajar. Tormin pulls the book out of his pack and starts making some notes, and looks like he's kind of sketching out lines for maybe how the hallway would go, maybe trying to track his path.
Okay.
Anything bizarre here, or can we move forward?
Tormin, how do you speak back to this avatar of Greyhawk?
Well, he hears my thoughts and knows my prayers. Go ahead and make a perception roll. Or I guess that'd probably be insight.
Insight, yeah.
Insight. Okay, I'll do insight instead.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I'm not too bad at it.
Well, I got a 6 for perception and a 5 for insight.
I got 13 for insight.
I got 15 for perception and insight.
You notice that as he says that, your perception shows that he's like fiddling with his book and kind of gripping it a little bit harder. And your insight for everybody that's over 10 tells you that he's lying to some degree, or at least hiding something from you.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? He's all seeing and hearing.
Yes, it's all about faith.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Moragan. Something is not adding up here.
Tormin, what's the real story with the book?
The book is my arcane focus, if you will. It helps me with my divine path.
So, just out of curiosity, do you only consult the book during prayer, or are you just keeping journals in it, ledgers, instructions? You just seemed to grab it a little tighter earlier.
The book is my safety net, my connection to my holy lord.
So it kind of acts as a conduit. The things you write, they can see?
Yes.
Huh. You could have just said that earlier. I was kind of suspecting it, but I totally believed you when you didn't mention it.
Does Greyhawk write back? Is that what happens?
Yes, sometimes. He does.
I mean, we're in a demon lair here, Tormin. I think it's probably best if nobody keeps secrets right now. Especially you with your demon book.
I just don't want somebody feeling like they can relieve me of my book.
Well, I mean, who knows if it would even work if we tried. Let me draw a star in it. See if...
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay.
And he pulls it back.
I mean...
What about a heart?
The book is mine to use. It's my connection to my deity.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't take it from you. I would just draw a heart to see if it would even work.
Yeah, what if we draw a hawk? I think we've spent enough time on this.
Make a persuasion roll. It's D&D. I'll let you try and persuade him.
Well, that's you, not me.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're the one. You're the one. I was just throwing in another image.
24.
Okay, wow. All right, so after a moment, he says, as long as you don't try to keep the book from me, fine. try to draw something in. I am curious what would happen as well.
Yeah, I promise I won't. Can I write something to them?
What will you write?
Just ask a question. Like, mostly I kind of want to write, who are you? I'll put a heart on the question mark.
Be certain to put that it's you speaking and not me.
Okay.
I would not want my name.
Wouldn't Greyhawk know that? Never mind. I don't know how magic
All right.
really
Do I have to
works.
use this pen that you have, or can I use my own?
I've used multiple pens. You can use your own.
Okay. So she just writes, who are you, question mark, and then she puts a dash and signs it, Baya. And she has a very cute signature, like where the Y comes up.
Tormin watches very anxiously to see what happens with the response. And after maybe a minute, you do get a response, and it says, I am a sliver of a deity. I am part of Greyhawk.
Baya looks at Tormund and goes to start writing again. Does he look like he's giving her the nod to go ahead?
With as high of a persuasion roll as you did, I will say yes. I will let you.
Okay. She just writes, why were you separated?
After a moment, it writes back, pieces of Greyhawk were separated at the time of the disappearance of the gods from Euphrates.
And then she just quickly writes, do you mean us harm?
You get a response back that says, why would I harm my own children?
Creepy. Okay. She hands it back.
Is that enough? Can we move forward now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our heroes will be right back after these messages. Hello, listeners. If you are enjoying the show and would like to take a look at a way to support the cast while getting yourself some nice perks, please consider our Patreon. We offer ad-free listening as well as this entire season if you select the binge tier or higher on our Patreon. Plus, you'll be directly supporting our cast for their work, as our team over at Creative Typo have begun to pay our voice actors for our performances. So check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Typo. I would also like to give a big shout out to our executive producer from Patreon, Nick Mead. Thank you, Mead. We truly appreciate your support. Now, back to the town of Eterno.
Vartan, why don't you lead the way too? Just keep the Robin out of harm's way a bit more.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Vartan, actually, let's get up ahead just a couple feet. And she wants to talk to Vartan in their head and say, Greyhawk answered with a question and didn't say yes or no about causing us harm. I don't know why he would want to harm his children. Do you?
I mean, are we all his children? Do you have to follow him to be his children?
I don't know enough about the religion to say for sure.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well for me, and that book's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, Tormund has a direct link to his god, or at least a part of his god.
Yeah.
No wonder he's so possessive over it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. We just keep walking.
So as you walk, you notice that you can peek into some of the rooms as you pass the doors that are slightly ajar. Not all the rooms have doors that are open, but some do. Peeking inside, you can see the rooms are small, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet at most. They appear to be either empty or have tattered blankets and cloth littering the floor. Some of it seems like it's kind of bunched up, almost like bedding for something to sleep on. Each room is lit by a magic stone that is embedded in the wall. It gives off a low red glow. The stones either rest in the wall, or they have been removed from the wall and sit on the floor next to the blanket. Each stone appears to be about 6 to 10 inches wide and 3 to 6 inches tall. And the light they give off is very minimal. As you walk forward, you approach an intersection, one that cuts off to the left and to the right. You can hear Tormin say, "I believe we should take a left here."
Book tell you that?
Yes, he is guiding me.
Yeah. I'm gonna whisper to Baya, should have got a map from Susan.
If we're gonna go left on a book's guidance, maybe you and I should go check it out first, Vartan?
Yeah. Let's, Baya and the doves can guard, I don't know. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's just go take a quick peek and just make sure this is still weird.
So you move up ahead and go ahead and make perception rolls with a DC 15.
Got a 10.
I got a 13.
We're gonna die.
So you make your way up, and it's more of the same, right? So it cut off to the left. You can see the doors that are there. A few are ajar. Most are closed. But as you look down the hallway, it's pretty dark. Obviously, it turns into black the farther you go down without any torchlight. So it's really just one long corridor that looks much the same as the corridor you just came out of.
I guess it looks safe enough. Doves, bring the robin.
They bring the robin. He, walks out in front of them, and they kind of stay at the back, guarding the rear like they have been so far, letting you take point. And you proceed on. After a little while, you see another couple intersections, and again, he gives directions at each one, telling you which way you should go. He notes out loud to you that the book is giving direction, but it's not really answering questions right now on how far they need to go or how long it should take or anything like that. It just is able to say, here's what you should do next.
So how far into this labyrinth, for lack of a better word, are we?
At this point, you've walked maybe 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not long.
Not long at all. But it's kind of hard to gauge because, again, all the hallways look the same. It appears that Tormin is making a map of the way he came, both in textual script, and he also appears to be drawing. You notice that as you go, Dove Winter is marking the walls, too, with a blade to point back the way you came. So with each corner and each crossing, she marks a just gouged in the wall. So she's taken up the very far back because she keeps stopping to do it, but then she'll jog to catch up with you. So multiple people trying to keep track of which way you came in and how to get out.
All right.
He continues to lead you maybe another 5 minutes, and then he brings you up to a large double door. The double door appears to be made of metal, like a black metal, not one you're familiar with.
Does your book say what's on the other side of this door?
It does not, just that we need to go in there.
Oh, that's convenient. Well,
I guess we should see if it's unlocked.
yeah. I'm gonna reach out and grab whatever handle there is and see what happens.
the door is unlocked and it opens. It pulls toward you. Both the doors do, whether you want to open one or two. And appears to lead into maybe a dark-looking cathedral. From where you're at, you can see that there are stairs that go down from this entryway. But again, it's not lit in there until you kind of go in.
For a demon realm, it's pretty demonless so far.
Yeah. This cathedral's not... getting some bad vibes in here.
Yeah, do you want to just head back?
No, I don't think that's an option anymore.
No, we're kind of already here.
Yeah, we only got a limited amount of time, and so far this is the only thing that looks different.
I guess let's head on in.
All right.
So as you head in, the stairs lead down to a circular theater-style room. It's shaped like a bowl with a ring of steps encompassing the entire room. There are no seats or chairs or benches or anything, but it looks like the steps are a little bit taller than your average step would be, so probably could be used as both seats or steps to go down.
Yeah.
Doors appear to be scattered across the top ring. So where you came in with the double doors there are more sets of double doors that litter the top ring, but in no particular order. In the middle of the room, a large brazier comes to light. And next to the brazier is a pedestal. On the pedestal is a spear.
Can't be that easy.
This has trap written all over it.
Hey, Dove Winter, I just wanted to tell you that it's really smart of you to carve the direction back into the wall. In case nobody has told you how appreciative we are of that. I'm not sure why the rest of us didn't think of it, but thank you for doing that. You're amazing.
Thank you for the compliment. I have some skill in the forests, and marking paths is definitely something I'm familiar with. Should we go down?
Well, tell Dove Winter thank you.
Thank you, Dove Winter.
Thank you, Dove Winter.
Yes, Winter, thank you very much. You're gonna probably be the one to guide us back out of here. Now, as for going down towards that spear, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I guess we do have to bring it to Cody to destroy.
Does it look like it's broken partially or cracked or something? Something that's giving any sign of it being like it was attempted to be broken before? Oh, no, it was fixed by... Well, our theory is it was fixed by Kyrian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't tell if there are any cracks or any kind of repairs from as far away as you are.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if you could get down there and inspect it, you could see, but from where you're at, no, you can't see.
Should we keep somebody on the door? Just in case it tries to shut on us, or somebody comes up behind.
We can leave 2 of the doves at the door.
Alright. Yeah, I think that'll be smart.
So, it's really, really dimly lit. And how far down is it?
About 70 feet.
Hey, Tormin, can I have a piece maybe at the beginning of your book or something, or at the end, just a piece of paper? Just rip it out?
I have a different book that I could give you. Do you need it from this one?
No, not from that one.
Yeah, he carries several books with him, so he just pulls out another one and hands it to you. It's got some herbal recipes in it, so
All right. Baya just rips a couple of pages out and crumbles them up into a ball and casts light on it and throws it down.
Huh. It's pretty crafty.
You cast light on it and chuck it down, and a strobe of light flutters down with a paper wad as it comes down near the brazier. Again, kind of a darker burning fire that's down there, but your light illuminates the area behind it. And a large creature steps out from behind the pedestal. It appears to be humanoid in figure, but it also appears to be the size of a Goliath from stories that you've heard. It wears a cloak and has a hood low, shadowing their face. One arm is completely surrounded by the cloak, while the other is visible, but wrapped in a kind of deep blue cloth from the shoulder to the middle of the forearm. And in their visible hand, they have a very large, dark green feathered quill between their thumb and their forefinger. And it says,
"Welcome. I've been patiently awaiting your arrival."
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ethereal Embrace, a creative Typo production. Vartan the Furbog Fighter is voiced and played by Adam Culbertson. Baya Rustin, the half-elf sorcerer, is voiced and played by Tisha. Moragan, the human monk, is voiced and played by Nari Kwak. And I am Nico, your GM. Please remember to drop us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Music provided in part by Midnight Syndicate, makers of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. If you would like to support our show or any of our other shows, you can join our family of patrons at patreon.com/Creative Typo. Remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
You drink an entire bottle of wine.
I'm off for the next 4 days.